Hello, and thank you for tuning into this week's Mayor's Update. As always, we have a lot of important information to share with you this week, so please feel free to share this video with your friends, family, relatives, and anyone else who you think might find this information helpful over the course of the coming week. I'd like to start off by welcoming two new faces to Gardner City Hall. First, Catherine Jablonski, or Katie as we affectionately refer to her, here in the building, is taking over the executive aide role in my office. That role was previously vacated by Mr. Colin Smith when he left Gardner City Hall early this year to go take a position in a research lab over at Boston Children's Hospital. Katie is a recent graduate of Endicott College and was a former intern in my office a couple years ago when I was first elected mayor, so it's great to welcome her back into the team here at Gardner City Hall, and I look forward to seeing how she's going to be able to grow and make an impact here in Gardner through her work in the executive aide position. I'd also like to welcome my new summer intern, Julia, to the office. Ironically, Julia is also a student at Endicott College, and I'm looking forward to having her here as well. It's always great to see interns getting involved in various different departments here in the city. I started as an intern in this office right when I graduated high school, and then interned throughout my college career, and then ended up where I am today. So it's great to see us being able to continue a strong tradition of internships here in the corner office here in Gardner. So Julia, welcome aboard. Katie, welcome aboard. And if you're out and about in City Hall, please feel free to say hi to both of them and welcome them here to the Chair City. We'd also like to take an opportunity to clear up some confusion that's been happening in the past couple weeks regarding our farmers markets. That is correct. There are two farmers markets, if you heard that S on the end of that. We have our traditional Thursday morning farmers market that is taking place at the Waterford Street Community Center every Thursday morning from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Additionally, our new farmers market is scheduled to have their grand opening on Saturday, June 15th at Waterford Street Community Center from 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. This second market will feature 20 vendors. It's a rain or shine event featuring family-friendly activities and will be held on the third Saturday of every month. But again, their official ribbon cutting will take place on Saturday, June 15th at 9:30 a.m. at the Waterford Street Community Center front lawn. If you're going to be around Mount Wachusett Community College this weekend, we want to remind you that the Relay for Life is going to be coming back this year. The Greater Gardner Relay for Life will take place on Friday and Saturday. Gardner holds one of the largest relays in the country, so we're very proud that it's continued to happen here. The Relay for Life in Gardner actually began the year I was born, so it's great to see this strong tradition continue here. Again, it will begin Friday, June 7th and end on June 8th. If you're planning on attending, please follow all of the parking signs because parking can be a little wonky at this every year. But for more information regarding this event, you can reach out to Gina Battetti at ginabattetti@cancer.org, or you can call her at 267-817-7292. The Gardner Fire Department would like to extend an invitation and remind everyone about the annual Gardner Firefighter Memorial Sunday ceremony that will take place on Sunday, June 9th. Those former firefighters who are participating in the ceremony assembly will begin at 8:30 a.m. And for anyone else who's attending the ceremony itself will begin at 9 a.m. on the front lawn of the Gardner Fire Station by the Gardner Firefighters Memorial. The West End Beagle Club, located at 110 Clark Street, will be hosting its kayak rat race on Saturday, June 15th from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. So if you're looking for something to do after the farmers market, that's a great thing to do. Cash prizes are available. Prior registration is required, and you must sign a waiver of liability form. Life jackets are a must, and CPR and first aid will be available. There will be live entertainment with Danny LeBlanc performing. Food, draft beer, and other items will also be available. For more information, you can call 978-632-9792. The Gardner Police Department has seen an increase in the number of cases regarding theft of delivered packages on citizens' doorsteps recently. In most cases, there are expensive items such as cell phones that have been delivered and stolen within minutes. Suspects often wear Amazon vests and approach the house carrying a box and then swap it out for the actual package that was originally delivered. So the police department is urging the public to keep an eye out, be observant, and if possible, note any identifying information of suspicious persons or vehicles, license plates, the vehicle make, model, etc., if it's safe to do so. Please contact the Gardner Police Department with any suspicious similar activities as well. They want to make sure that they get that out to the public. That was on their Facebook page this weekend. I was on one of the news stations as well, so they've asked me to say that here. You have one last chance to renew your dogs for your dog licenses. The city clerk's office has made a decision to extend the period without a late fee. Renew your dog license by June 30th. To avoid a $50 late fine, all dogs residing in the city of Gardner must be licensed per Massachusetts state law. Proof of an up-to-date rabies certificate issued by a licensed veterinarian and a spay or neuter certificate, if applicable, are required. The fee for a dog license for a spayed or neutered dog is $21 or $25 for a dog that is either not spayed or neutered. This does include a $10 late fee, but it could be a lot worse since the $50 late fee has not hit yet. You can renew online, by mail, or at Gardner City Hall in room 121. On June 13th at 7 p.m., the Gardner Museum, located at 28 Pearl Street, will be hosting Kevin Gardner, a stone wall builder in a family business for more than 45 years, who also worked as a performance critic, radio writer, producer, actor, director, teacher of theater, and will talk about a landscape feature everyone comes across frequently. He will explain why New England came to acquire thousands of miles of these stone walls, how they were built, and how their style changed over time, and why they are significant to New England history and its famous landscape. His book, The Granite Kiss, Traditions and Techniques for Building New England Stone Walls and Stone Building, How to Make it New England-Style Walls and Other Structures, will be available for purchase at the event. This program is supported in part by a grant from the Gardner Cultural Council, a local agency which is supported by the Massachusetts Cultural Council, a state agency. Please remember to register beforehand. Adult non-members of the museum are $3 per person, and children and members are free, and there is a reception held at 6:30 p.m. For those of you who don't know, the Massachusetts Cultural Council does provide annual funding to the Gardner Cultural Council to award as grant funding to different artists, presenters, and things of that nature that help promote arts and culture within the city of Gardner. So thank you to all of the members of the Gardner Cultural Council for your commitment to the city as well. The Theater at the Mount will be featuring a one-night-only production of Broadway Feud. What do you get when you combine one of America's best-loved game shows with musical theater? Broadway Feud. See teams of your favorite Theater at the Mount performers compete against one another, and maybe even have a chance to join in that onstage fun. Again, that takes place on Saturday, June 15th from 7:30 p.m. So if you're looking for something to do after you go to the river, to the kayak race, which is after the farmers market, this is another great thing to do on that Saturday. You can go to the Theater at the Mount's website to purchase tickets for the feud online. This year's Small Business Saturday celebration and Happy Birthday Gardner Festival is taking place on Saturday, June 22nd from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The downtown shops, restaurants, local nonprofits, food trucks, crafters, and other vendors will display their merchandise in the streets. The roads are open to pedestrian traffic only that day, so make sure you do plan for that if you're planning on traveling through the area. There'll be a variety of performances and demonstrations as well. The event is free and family friendly, and we look forward to seeing you there. The deadlines for vendors to apply is June 12th, and you can visit gardnersquare2.com for the application and the details on how to register for that event. And then after that is done, you can enjoy our first concert in the park for the summer series, Holding Back, and that will take place from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on that same Saturday. And again, that's Saturday, June 22nd. As the school year comes to an end, congratulations to our graduates from last week. We want to keep all of those reading skills up for our students who are still in school. So remember about this year's summer reading program at Levi Haywood Memorial Library. This year's theme is Read, Renew, Repeat. The program runs from June 26th to August 16th, and Wednesday, June 26th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. there will be a special kickoff party on the front lawn of the Gardner Library. Come and join us for fun, games, free books, and so much more. It's going to be a great time. Stephanie, our new library director, has planned a whole event for that, so if you're looking for something fun to do in the city, it's the summer reading kickoff, again, Wednesday, June 26th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. The Gardner PACC will be having their fireworks again on Saturday, June 29th. Stay tuned for next week's update for more information on that. And then to close this week's update, just to mark a moment in history, the day that this video is being recorded is the 80th anniversary of the D-Day landings in Normandy that led to the liberation of Europe during World War II. So I'd like to just take a special moment to remember all of our Gardner residents who were a part of that day, several of whom came back to Gardner and then continued to make a difference here. But just taking a moment to remember how strong of a veterans community and how supportive the city has continued to be for our veterans community here. So thank you to everyone whose relatives participated in the D-Day invasions that happened that day as part of the Operation Overlord, and everything else that happened that really helped protect freedom across the globe as a part of World War II. And we're going to close with that this week, just as a moment of remembrance for all of those who participated in that event 80 years ago, the day this filmed. That concludes this week's Mayor's Update. As always, if you have any information on anything any questions or looking for any information on anything that was said here, please feel free to contact my office at any time. Thank you very much and have a great day.